Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, this I had not seen, the Washingtonians. For years I had wanted to see this. I was almost thinking about buying the DVD of this. Ooh. Now the idea, this is based on a short story by some writer named Bentley Little. I've heard of him, never read anything from him. After watching this, I looked up to what degree I could what it was, and apparently the story is not too far removed from the original, other than the ending's a little more surreal and bizarre. But this, oof, I don't know who directed this. I saw who screen wrote it. You can look them up. I'm sure there'll be no surprises. But the thing that was funny about this is, once again, just like the previous one, how dare. The whole idea is that Washington, in this, I don't even think they acknowledge that, but it's just that in the story they do, Washington becomes a cannibal. Particularly, he likes to eat small children. Of course, this would be a big fu to a lot of Americans who revere Washington. Now, you know me. I've come through the whole evolution of thinking. Like with Lincoln. Haven't done it with FDR yet, though. And that these men are first esteemed very highly growing up in terms of the civic religion. Then you see things and you're like, oh, these men were butchers. And then as you get truly mature, you see, okay, well, yeah, it's historicism. The men who are conduits of their time and power, almost like the focus of things. Their will is higher, but the will is also beyond them. A process unfolding, let's say. But in terms of this, recently I did some videos, well, in the summer with James talking about George Washington. I would say not a fan, but when you really look at Washington, he really is far more interesting. The reality of him, what he represents. In terms of me, like, I'm the guy that tells you can't come at you coming at me with this. The founding fathers, I don't revere them. I think this whole place, not even just the revolution, but even before, the foundations of this place are perfect for a negation matrix. But now I'm getting off into a whole tangent that there's no point here. I'm talking about this episode. The idea is that this man discovers the secret from a painting that Washington, a secret letter from him, written by him, that he wants more little kids to eat. Right? And that there's a group, this cult of people called the Washingtonians, who make sure that this secret will always be kept, because otherwise then it will change the whole way people view the past of America. And so this group dresses up in that colonial garb, and they eat people just like Washington. They have feasts of hapless victims. They go around with sabers and whatnot, going after anyone that might try to reveal the secret. And this is what happens with this the character in this. It's very interesting, especially at the how this gets resolved. Okay. In this episode or mini movie, whatever you want to call these, they get across a severe, open anti-white contempt, and I always have to, I have to always put an addendum to that. Regular, anti-working, rural, non-city white. Okay. You know how I feel about all that. Okay, a lot of stuff being put on you is being put on you by, the upper class of your own, whatever you want to call it, group. Okay, in addition to others. But what I'm saying is that in this, the way it's done, the way the people are portrayed, the acting is really good. The two older women in this who look really creepy towards the neurotic daughter. Oh, here we go again with this thing, trying to ruin my time. But you can't do it. There you go. Nobody wants to see that. Essentially, the acting is really good, but showing the old, decrepit white Americans, who of course are not the cool, good city people or any of the people that are actually in any kind of power, even though you say they are. Actually in this, you see at the very end that they are not. Okay, they are not a powerful group that has their roots in all sorts of corridors of power and shadows in the Washington system. You actually see that they were just waiting to be taken out by the Fed. Okay, there's a character in this, a very plucky, heroic historian type. I'll show you him at the end of this, who comes explaining that the secrets need to be revealed of the truth of America. Okay. Once again, you're going far enough. And this man comes in, and you find out he's a good government man, and the heroic Federals come in and take care of the pitifully armed Washingtonians. I guess I gave it away. And they're to be exterminated with extreme prejudice. Now it's interesting seeing that when you see that also in terms of what the view of the Feds as heroic, and that they know this is going on, and that the enemy are these older Americans who follow this outdated or this evil man of the past who's always put up forward as good. And the ending of this is probably one of the stupider endings that I've seen in one of these things, trying to be clever. It's a very flat joke. But what was conveyed in this more than the whole idea of even Washington in this was it was extremely anti-white. And it was also or even just as offensive to me, it was anti-meat eating. Yes, the idea of eating meat was shown as being disgusting. Okay, of course, I grew up listening to a lot of vegan straight edge bands and Carcass and Gore Grind bands who are all vegetarians, but regardless, they get that in. Even the last couple of minutes with the little girl finally rising up to the challenge and smashing someone in the head with a piece of with a bowl or something. It's just like it says a lot. Okay, it says a lot. It's really actually truly to see now in the context of now. It's like I said with the previous video, it's even more interesting to see now, and it is well done from a technical standpoint. But anyway, I guess I'll show you something on here. Let's see how this goes. Now here's the heroic historian, or so you think is a historian, giving a little spiel to the protagonist here. Of course, this man is showing you that things are not what they seem. Okay, he's explaining that we're all told lies. It's interesting how he's getting out in front there to do that. So he wouldn't lie, would he?
Washington was a cannibal, Michael. He was a fiend, a murderer, a child eater. He was also chosen to be father of our country, and that image was more important than the actuality. History, Michael, is myth. It's far more than a collection of names, dates, and places. It's a system of beliefs, and ultimately it says more about the people who bought into those beliefs than the actual historical participants themselves. We're taught at school, George Washington, father of our country. Lincoln freed the slaves, and that's our lasting impression of them. In fact, we are who we are as a nation because of what we believe they were. What we were told to believe. Yeah, let me tell you something about historians, Michael. Historians. They're not interested in the truth. They're not interested in facts. They're not interested in teaching people what actually happened. No. They're far more concerned with perpetuating the lies that they were sworn to defend.
Oh. All I'll say with this heroic gentleman here, everything he just said is not wrong. Okay? Everything he said was true. Okay? What makes it despicable, obviously, is, I don't think I have to say anything more about that. That's all I can say is that what he said was entirely correct. Of course, it's not a matter of what is being said, who is saying it, and why is it being said in this case. Very fascinating seeing that, putting out there what is true, but in service to what? Okay, now here come the good guys.
You look disgusting.
There you go, girl. Yeah, that's right. uh, there you go. There's your true heroes.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, you can come out now.
Check to see who's still alive and shoot them. Go.
So, luckily we got the our heroes. We got this brave.
Gotta get your family out of here.
There we go.
Guys, go quick, quick, quick. Who are they? Federal agents.
All right.
Hey, Bob. How are they going to explain all this? Roswell, all those other cover-ups? This incident will never have happened. Trust me. These guys will sweep everything under the carpet. Let's get out of here.
That's really interesting, isn't it? That's really telling. Okay, these are the in the story whoever wrote this. I don't think the original story apparently the redcoats come in to fight them, which is whatever. But this ending was really interesting. It shows you what they think of you, what they think of power, of what should be done. Okay, and this is good what was done here. Now, obviously, these are cannibals, but what I'm saying is that, well, I don't have to say anything else. You know what I'm getting at. It's very interesting to see this now, okay? It's all just power. It's all just a process, okay? And it was part of it was done through the culture. And you see that now, preparing the future denizens of America over the world, what the order is going to be. Fascinating what they reveal, even if they don't know it. Anyway, enough with the spooky theater thing. I'm not in the mood to make a laugh here. So, anyway, later.